and welcome. I am so glad that you're here. This is gonna be a really awesome video because we're gonna have a walkthrough of our cozy home with lots of plants, and we get to count them together because we have lots of plants over here. And so of course we have three beautiful cats, cat Cordelia, cat Isabela, and cat Maximiliano. And I know that you guys love them so much, so there's gonna definitely be a lot of clips of them over here. Plus, we have a showcase for a wonderful collaboration of the Grow Kit, which is so awesome. So I'm gonna show you that in a few minutes. So let's go and start in here. You can see that we have our sitting area. And in this sitting area, we have the wonderful Monstera. The Monstera was actually a plant that was given to us by one of our neighbors. When we moved into this house, we didn't have that many plants, only the plants that we took from our apartment, which is a tiny little apartment, and in there, I guarantee you that every single corner of our home was full of plants. So we brought those plants in here, and when we moved in here, our neighbors are so fantastic that they also grow their own food, and they also grow lots of indoor plants. And so she shared a cutting of this Monstera, and it was a tiny little thing, and now she is gigantic. See our beautiful Monstera plant, which she has these beautiful leaves that they look like a cottage cheese with different entrances in different places. It's so beautiful. And then we have it growing in some other places. You see my hand next to it, so she's so big. The leaves, how they are right now, it's so beautiful. And you see that they have this nice root system that is growing, and it tries to anchor to something else. You really don't need, so tip number one, you really don't need a whole bunch of things to actually grow this plant. You see that I have in here a branch. So this tree was a branch or a tree that fell off outside in the garden. I took it, put it in here as the anchor, and then that's what's holding then this tree. Because I know that you can go online and it will tell you then that in order for you to grow this, you need to have a whole bunch of different anchors with moss and all kinds of things to grow. But no, what it needs is something to climb. So literally all of these are just branches and trees from the garden that they fall off. I take them, put them in there, and then you can see that the plant starts growing, and I just give them some shape by anchoring it. So I see that I have some the ties that you get from like your sandwiches bags. So also not spending any money over there. I sometimes use also a little more clear cable over here, again holding it. So again, it's gonna be all saving up. Another thing, a tip that you can tip is that I'm using in here this as a pot, and this is actually one of those fridge that you can use for, you know, coolers, for putting your drinks and stuff like that. But because this is aluminum and it's rust free, then I was like, oh, this is fantastic actually for plants as well, because it's rust free, so I don't have to worry that I need to change this. So really, really good. I would deter you from actually putting it close to a wall unless you don't care that the wall is going to be getting the imprinting of the actual roots, because once they anchor to the walls, they're going to remove the whole paint and everything. So if you don't care about losing the paint of that wall, then go ahead and put it against the wall. But if you care about the paintings of your walls and everything, then do not put it directly against the wall, because then the roots are definitely going to be losing and damaging everything over there. So another tip over there. We also see over here that we have a orchid. This orchid comes with us from the apartment, and it actually two orchids in one that I planted over here. And the root system, I like that I have a clear pot because I can see the roots in here. And the whole point is that you want to see that the roots are always in a green color. If you don't see them in a nice green color, then that means that it needs more water. So it's easier for me to actually see it when you have a transparent, clear container for orchids. I know that there's a whole bunch of misconception that you need to have a clear container in order for the sunlight to pass through, in order for the root system to do photosynthesis. I mean, it is fantastic, it is great, it benefits it, but actually orchids don't really, it doesn't really need to be completely clear in order for you to actually have the orchid surviving. The best thing is for actually the orchid to have an environment that's gonna be bark just like the trees, because the orchids do do not live in a soil, you know, they live hanging from the trees. So they just need to have the environment that they're growing on is bark. So here's a whole bunch of bark that is broken in here for the very, very green. It's very thick. It's still, you know, humid. I can see it's still humid. So I don't need to add no water. And I'll show you in another day, another video, how I actually take care of my orchids, because we have a few orchids around the house. And they are just, I just find them so fantastic. And so this orchid, you can see, you know, how cool it is that we can see it, clearly see in the clear container that she is actually good, that I don't need to water anymore. But of course, once you see stuff like, I don't see anything right now, but once I see it that it's like drying out a little bit more, getting more pale green and getting them thin, then I know that I need to water it. But right now, she's doing good. Right now, I'm having here a lemon tree. So this is a nice lemon tree over here. We have our beautiful paradise, Strelitzia reginae. We have two of our Strelitzia reginae over here. And you will see that we have 3 big plants in here in the house of the reginae. And then we have our huge bird of paradise, our big, gigantic bird of paradise, the Strelitzia nicolai, which I have done so many videos, or the bird of paradise plants. So if you love the bird of paradise like I do, then go ahead and enjoy a garden playlist for the bird of paradise. And this, I am looking forward to having our lemons, because we still haven't had any lemon, but I got her, you know, I got her when she was super tiny. That's one of the things that you're gonna be seeing with all of our plants. Of course, if you wanna save money, you're not gonna be buying a tree that it's already really big. It's better for taking it, buying it when it's small. It's gonna cost you way less money, maybe $5, $7, and then you get to reap the benefits of having lots of lemons, to having then lots of different fruits, which you have seen how many fruits and vegetables we have been getting outside in the house, and even inside the house doing the video of our peppers and other things that we grow in here. But anyways, this is so amazing, and I'm super happy. And almost every single day I come over here and I give her a kiss, and she just smells so beautiful. I sing to my plants, I talk to them. So I really think that that's why they're doing just so great. So here we got Max. Max came over here to say hello to everybody. Say hi. If you guys love cats and you want to know the story of Maximiliano and how we adopted him, then you can go ahead and check the cat playlist, which is so amazing, full of lots of cozy videos of the cats. And we have the full story of our beautiful Maximiliano, which we adopted. It was the most recent because he was actually outside of the house wandering. Somebody had left him and we adopted the baby, right? It took a lot of time to adopt you. It took a lot of hard work to get him, but he's the sweetest boy ever. Sweetest boy, the sweetest. Right, baby? You're the sweetest. The sweetest boy. I love him so much. Right? I love you. Okay, I can be here for a long time. I need to let him go. Strelitzia reginae. Our beautiful Strelitzia reginae. Isn't she so beautiful? I mean, she's amazing. I love this plant. There's a new leaf happening with her. So, starting with our big aloe vera, which I use the aloe vera for everything, growing the hair, the skin, for our lungs, for our asthma, I mean, for everything. I use the aloe vera. It's fantastic. It's a great plant to have always in your home. This one, we got it all the way from Puerto Rico, back in our farm in Puerto Rico. So, I mean, I love her. And in every single place that I have been, I have always had an aloe vera plant. Our beautiful Strelitzia reginae, bird of paradise. This plant actually has given us multiple different times the flower of the bird of paradise. So she has been amazing. She is wonderful. So let me share with you guys this amazing grow kit. So you know that I love so much to grow plants from propagation, meaning I mentioned from the beginning the amazing blessing of one of my my neighbors that gave us a cutting of a plant, and then we grew such a beautiful plant, and I have given so many cuttings away to other people, and then propagation that we have done that we can share also with other people. And not only that, if you want to grow just for yourself, you want to grow a whole hedge like I want to do right now. I wanted to grow from the boxwoods. I wanted the evergreens that give structure to our garden, and I have done a video for you guys of the amazing benefits of the evergreen to give the structure to the garden structure that we're doing so far, the garden playlist. You can go check it out. Anyways, I have a whole bunch of the mountain boxwood that I like a lot. We have 2 different boxwood in the garden, but the mountain boxwood that it has that nice structure, like pyramidal shape, and you don't have to worry about cutting it so much. I wanted to propagate a lot of those and create like this tiny hedge in one of the sidewalks where we have a whole bunch of then the irises that are growing. And this year we put a whole bunch of then the tulip bulbs. This year we put a whole bunch of tulip bulbs as well that are gonna be growing this year by the praise of God. I haven't seen it. This is the first time that we planted them last year, and so let's see if they grow up this year. That was a blessing also given by one of our friends from the church, so shout out, thank you so much. And so you see how blessings, I mean, growing multiple different things, you can actually bless other people. And then of course you can also then save a lot of money by propagating and growing. So this grow kit is amazing because you can grow from just either just a cutting, you can grow multiple different plants, or from seeds, you can grow multiple different plants as well. So we got this collaboration from GrowFriend. They are amazing. You know that I love to tell you guys that we are an amazingly kind community. Every single person that I've ever done a collaboration and shared with you guys in here is because they really go along with our community standards of an amazingly kind community. They have a great customer service. Everybody has been amazing. They really have a commitment to definitely growing your own food, your own plants, to helping the planet, to helping the individual that are trying to also grow plants. So they're great hands-on, great, excellent customer service. And the best thing is that you can actually order this directly from Amazon. I'm gonna give you then a little bit of the details of the things that I enjoy and like so much, but you can directly order it from Amazon, and they gave us also an extra 10% off. I went online just before the video to check how is it right now, and right now it has an extra 20% already in Amazon, plus you're getting then the code of an extra 10% that you can use. I'm gonna put it over here and also in the description down below, and in the comment section I'm gonna pin it out so you can enjoy it. You only have that 10% extra for only 30 days. I don't know if they will extend the code, but right now you only have it for the next 30 days. So enjoy then that extra 10% that you have, plus already they have that extra 20% directly in Amazon. So if you want to get a grow kit, and now that the Mother's Day is coming and there's lots of things coming, then definitely this is a great thing that you can actually then also then gift either for Father's Day or for Mother's Day or whatever you want to give, or as a gift. Okay, the grow kit is amazing because you see over here that you have then the actual grow kit that gives you then this insulation over here so that you can keep the humidity. I literally don't have to worry about watering a lot the plants, which is the amazing benefit. Look at this, look at this, look at this, look at this, look at this. These are my evergreen cuttings, right? So I was mentioning that I was growing now the mountain boxwoods. There's a whole bunch of little weeds over there growing, but this is all fertile soil. We're happy, we're excited. This is all fantastic. So look at how luscious, how beautiful she looks. Great, right? So when I planted these cuttings in September, I believe. In September of last year, 2024. So I planted this in September. So I planted this in September. So now it's September, October, November, December, January, February. It takes a long time for you to actually get your beautiful, roots that I was looking for. So I'm looking for roots. So I've let it there, let it be, no problem. I have only watered this once. This only once. Versus I took the same cuttings, and I also, because I wanted to see how it worked, so I took some of the cuttings and I also put it in another pot. And so look at this. Some of the cuttings, I put it here in this pot, and they are dry, they're brittle, some of them are dying, and they're not giving me any root. So there's no root in there, nothing. There's nothing in there. Let me see if I can. So there's no root in here, right? So this one is dying. there's nothing happening. So, and I put some of the rooting hormone with hopes that it will grow. But of course, you don't water it often and you don't pay attention to it. And so that's why it started dying. But this one, I don't have to worry about that because look at this. Look at this. Look at this. When you go ahead and you have this tray, so the tray, which it gives you then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40 different trays. I mean, little tiny spots that you can actually plant multiple things at once. And when you go and you lift this thing up, look at that. The water. I mean, that I haven't watered it in a long time. I told you, I was like, one time that I water it and that's it. In the past 6 months almost that we have had this in here. And only water once and there's still water in there. It's amazing. This thing is amazing. It's absolutely crazy. It's amazing. So I'm seeing in here that the cuttings that I planted in here months ago, they're still super green. They're still very healthy looking. And then look at this, the most important part. A little cutting is now showing roots. There's roots growing. How amazing is that? There's roots. I am so happy. I am so happy. Look at this. Look at that big long root that is growing. So beautiful. And now we get to have 40 wonderful mountain boxwoods totally free that we got from a plant that you have home, and you can just propagate it by cuttings and put it in here. And I have lots of plans for this thing over here because we have also our wonderful seeds that I got from our hibiscus plants. So I'm definitely growing lots of stuff. And we have in here our beautiful Isabela as usual. Hi Isa, what are you doing? Checking things out? Yeah, Isabela, as usual, she wants to, check everything out. She's checking then the grow kit. Okay, Isa. Thank you, Isabela. Thank you. Okay. So, and then another thing that they do, not only do you have the grow kit, they also give you extra tools. So you can literally just use the tools that they give you back again to make them the little hole so you don't get all yourself dirty. You can use them this. I mean, it's amazing. As you can see, I definitely use them. That's all dirty that they are. And so I have been using this for a long time now. And you don't need to use then the tools that they give you extra only for the grow kit. You can use it also then for planting around in the garden or to grow also in other pots. So it's amazing the benefits that you get from this grow kit. And not only that, there's way more to the story. There's a lot of good things that you get from this grow kit. So let me just put in here back again our seeds, which are our plants, which are just so beautiful. I never care to get dirty, so let's get a little bit dirty. Anyways, so we see over here that we have different tools that they give you as well for growing, for separating. They're amazing. They also give you as well, when you have this tray, you also have the ability of opening the vents a little bit more. So more air comes in here, more air flows. So you can open this little vents over here. You also see that you have some grow lights, which I put them on a lot. You just turn on over here and then they're on over there. Look at this, so beautiful. And so you have 2 grow lights over there that if you are in an area that doesn't give you a good enough sunlight, then you still have sunlight because the grow lights are working as if it was sunlight. So you're still able then to grow. And you saw the huge difference of how it was then your boxwoods over here, the cuttings, versus then the boxwood that we had over here, just a feet away, and this one was dying, versus then our grow kit is not dying. And then also, if it gets really, really cold, then they also give you then this mat over here that is for heating. So you can also then put it in there and then just turn it on. And if it's really cold day and you don't have the good calefaction, then you can actually turn on the mat and then just, plug it in. I don't use it because we actually don't have in here, it's not that cold. But if I were to need it, then also you can also grow and use that. But I usually leave it still down in the bottom, because if I get any water or anything, then I'm not damaging the furniture, because it actually, it has that plastic mat. So win-win situation. Super amazing. there's more things that they give us. I mean, with that kit, you get so many things. You also have as well then that strips that are gonna be then for flies. So if you wanna then, you know, this has a sticky things like a glue sticky things in here. So you just put it in here, and then you can actually then put that in your grow kit or around your plants as well, and different pots and stuff like that, so that you can actually avoid having any fruit flies or anything around your plants. It also has as well this over here to see how is your soil level. So this is to see if you're dry, if you're wet, you know, it's fantastic. But of course, I haven't used it, but I definitely have used the grow kit a lot, and the grow light, that's what I use the most. And as you can see, my plants are doing so good. So yeah, but if you want to use this as well, you can use it not only for your grow kit, but you can use it also then for your soil, for any of soil that you have. So let's see over here. This one definitely has to be a little bit dry. So yeah, I mean, this is so good. Man, look at that. When I go in here, I see it tells me, hey, this pot is really, really dry. Yali, you need to water that plant. So yeah, I mean, this is so fantastic. I'm gonna leave it there. I'm gonna put it in here the most, because as you can see, I was killing my beautiful boxwoods over here cuttings because I was not watering that side over there. But with the grow kit, you don't have to worry. You know, it's you're a busy person like me, then you don't have to worry at all, because the grow kit allows you to continue growing the plant. I mean, it's amazing. And then you also have this for markers for you to actually then, you know, write down what is it that you're growing. And they give you so many. I mean, they could have given you just 1, 2, maybe 10, but so many. It's amazing. You have so many amazing benefits. I have so many plans for this. I'm not growing only the 40 boxwoods that we have over here, but I plan to grow lots and lots more. This is the rose apple pumarosa tree that we got then as a seed from Puerto Rico. She's growing so beautiful. I love her. She needs a little bit of more, water. I need to water her more often. But yeah, she's still holding strong. She's doing super great. We also started growing the montauk daisy. I have a video of the montauk daisy, so I wanted to grow the montauk daisy by cuttings and see if it would grow, and yes, it started growing. So montauk daisy can definitely be grown by cuttings. I have in here some pomegranate seeds. Let's see if it actually grows. This is the tamarindo tree, which is doing so great. Tamarind tree. This is the loquat tree, which is so beautiful. It was actually from seed as well, that we started growing it from the tree of one of my aunts, that she grows this at home in Puerto Rico. And there's another montauk daisy cutting over here. And this is the tamarindo tree. And these are the two that I'm gonna stay here at home, that they're gonna stay with me. Which, fun fact, the tamarindo tree, when it gets dark, so during the nighttime, the tamarindo tree, it actually closes the leaves like the mimosa pudica. It's really amazing. It's so beautiful. I love her. So this is Tio Berto and this is Tio Jean. Thank you so much, GrowFriend, for this collaboration. I really love our growing kit. As you can see, we love growing in here lots of different plants, indoors and also outdoors, and this has been an amazing blessing where we get to actually grow lots of our outdoor plants during then the winter time, that you cannot grow anything because it's so harsh winter over here. And so still, while the winter is happening, we're still growing so many blessings. So it's very therapeutical, because I love growing things still indoors. So while everything is dying outside and everything looks so sad, we can still see inside the house so many different luscious plants growing. And then we get excited because we're like monitoring the growth. And it is incredible when I saw then that those mountain boxwoods, the ones that we were growing, those 40 plants that we were growing, those cuttings that we did in your grow kit, are so luscious and green and giving us now a root system, and they're looking so fantastic, versus then the ones that we were growing in another pot that we are not able then to monitor then the humidity, and we definitely have to pay attention to it way more. And because I am busy, I did not pay attention as much as I should, and then all of those died. Versus then the ones in your kit, the grow kit, it's amazing. I only water it once in I don't know how many months since September, and now we're in February, and it was always humid and keeping great humidity. And I only put in the grow light every now and then whenever it's gloomy in here in the conservatory. I mean, I am blown away. Thank you so much. And also thank you so much to every single person that I have talked to from the grow kit for the GrowFriend company, because everybody has been so cordial, so amazing, so friendly, so super kind. So thank you so much. And to my amazingly kind community, if you want to have an amazingly kind people taking care of you and helping you in this journey of growing your own food or your own seeds or your own flowers or your own evergreens, this is a great company to go check out and to support. And so we have an extra 10% off that they're giving us. Again, it's only for the next 30 days after this video. So go ahead and enjoy them. I don't know if we're gonna have this extension then for this coupon, but if not, go ahead and enjoy it now. And as I mentioned, I've checked then the link for the Amazon for the grow kit, and it also has another 20%, I believe, in the Amazon. So you have a lot of discount right now. So go ahead and enjoy it now, and you can actually use it then for you or to give it as a gift then for somebody else. I love you all so much. This is awesome. Thank you. Let's keep it up with our journey because we have way more plans to go. So now is food time for the kiddos. So let's go ahead and spoil them for today. Usually we divide the food. They get the dry food with the wet food, and then they get only one of the delectables that we divide between them three. But today we're gonna spoil them. So they're gonna get one delectables per cat. We're gonna throw this away first. Thank you. The one in the middle is always for Isabela, so Isa goes first. Good job, Isa. Good job. The second is coming for Max. Come on, Max. Good job. Sit. Okay. There you go. Good job. So I did not teach them to do that because people always ask me if we taught them to do this. No, we did not taught them to do this. That was Isabela that started everything. She is like a child. She is very smart, and she's the one that actually started eating here, sitting in the bar stool, and she just loves it. She always asks Mama and Papa when she wants water, so that's why we have also a little water thing here, because she wants water from the water filter from the fridge. She doesn't want water from, they have water fountains and stuff, and she does, use it sometimes, but the majority is that water. And Max, he imitates Isabela a lot, so of course he started doing that once he adopted him. Now we're gonna go into getting Cordelia, because Cordelia usually comes and she eats in another spot in the dining room, but I haven't seen her down, so we're gonna go upstairs because she probably is in the closet, because that's where she likes to be, in the closet, in the hammock. So we're gonna feed her now. Good job, Isa. Good job. Good job, Max. Cleaning this thing. Good job, guys. Good job. Good job, Max. Good job, Isa. Buen provecho. You're such a good kid. Good job, Isa. Look at Isa. Look at that. She's sitting in there like a little human. She's such a cutie. And then Max does the same thing. Max also does the same thing, imitating. So cute. They're so cute. Good job, Mama. Buen provecho. Now I'm gonna go upstairs to Cordelia. Okay, so let's go to Cordelia. Cordelia, here we go. We have her food. We're gonna take it upstairs. I'll show you more plants in a second. And in here, we are gonna go. The first plant that we're gonna see is gonna be the asparagus fern over there. I'll give you a little bit more of that tour of that in a minute. You see that we have some of then the beautiful passion fruit over there, the giant plant over there as well. I'll show you in a minute, but let me just go ahead and let's find first Cordelia. Now we're walking into the master bedroom, and there's Cordelia in the closet. Hi, Cordelia. So this is Cordelia, our queen, and our queen, she loves to be in the closet. She loves to be in the master bedroom. She has a big playroom in here. She also has her own cat room and everything, but it is wherever she wants to eat. So now we're here, and the thing with Cordelia is that you have to stay watching her while she's eating. Ooh, buen provecho. Yay, good job, Mama. Cordelia, I call her the queen because she is the first one that we adopted of the cats. And so we had her for a year before all the other cats were adopted. And Cordelia is super duper smart. She knows a lot of tricks. She knows how to walk in a leash. She knows how to use the human toilet. She knows how to walk with Mama on top of her back. She knows, to respond to her name, all kinds of stuff. Cordelia is amazing. But she is very skittish. She doesn't like to be around people. People always, whenever they come over here to visit, they're always looking for Cordelia. And Cordelia, you might be in the house 3 days staying with us and you never see Cordelia, maybe once. Because Cordelia doesn't like to be around people. But she sleeps with Mama and Papa every single day. She's super loving to Mama and Papa. And I call her the queen because everything has to be done exactly as she wants it. What is it, Mama? You hear something? There's somebody there? Hold on, Cordelia. Are you done? Good job. Good job. Good job. Good job. Good job, Mama. Good job. Good job, Mama. Good job. Cordelia ate it almost all. Good job, Cordelia. Good job. Good job. Thumbs up. Look at this. We had this black carpet in the closet, and I swear sometimes I cannot find Isabela. And I'm like, where's Isabela? And Isabela's over there. Hi, Isa. I love you, Isa. I love you. You're so cute, Mama. So in here we have actually 2 ZC plants in each one of the side tables of the bedside tables from the bed. We have one in the side of Justin, one in my side as well. And this were actually another division from a plant of our neighbor in the back. And I believe that I already made a video of the CC plants for you guys. This is unusual for Max to actually be in our bed because the bed is sacred for Cordelia. Max sleeps in different places in the house, but Cordelia, as we mentioned, she's the queen, so she doesn't like people to, any other cats to actually be in the bed. She wants to be the one in the bed. Max usually sleeps either here in the bedside where we have like this little couch, or he can sleep in another room as well. Hi, Papa. I love you. Maxie boy. This side of the master bedroom bathroom, we have our yucca plant, and the yucca plant has babies. So I'm gonna show you that because this is so cool. So the dream is to have the yucca plant growing really, really, really big over here, taking the whole space. Look, there's a baby over here. And there's another one over there. There's another one over here. And there is another one over there. So amazing. I need to definitely do another update for you guys. So beautiful. And this is the peperonia 3 colors. She has 3 different colors. She has then the green color in the center, the white color in the edges, and then the pink in the corners, which is so absolutely beautiful. This was actually a division from another one that I had. So yeah, growing it over here. And this is relatively new, so she's still growing. She's still a baby. And there's Max taking over everything as usual. Now he goes up in the furniture piece that we have over here because he's like that. But usually it's Isabela that's over here. Cordelia. Queen Cordelia! Woo! Go queen, go queen, go queen. Let's follow the queen. So we're gonna go over here. This is another one of the rooms where we see that we have our chifleta tree. So this also a gift given by one of our neighbors, which it was also a tiny little plant that, division that she gave us, and now it's doing so great. Look at that. So tall. I always love this tree. It looks so plastic, like so fake. It doesn't even look real. It's so amazing, and it doesn't need that much care. It doesn't need that much water. So if you're a person that you're a busy schedule, you cannot actually water it all the time. It does okay with, in direct sunlight. Going into another room, we have also our pothos plant. Our pothos plant is it was also a tiny little plant that it was given to us years ago by a co-worker of Justin, and she continued growing so majestically. And now we make sure that she's, water all the time. And in here, as you can see, this is again just a branch from the outside. So you don't need to actually buy anything to, make it stay, because it's just a vine. And you can see in the back, I even have stuff that you can use like this over here. This is a broom, as I was saying. So this was actually a broom that broke, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna put it in here for more support. So yeah, you can use anything that you have at home. Again, use whatever you have at home to give support for vines, especially. As I mentioned before, when you have a vine, just like the Monstera, this one, Do not also put it close to a wall because it will definitely damage your wall. So if you don't care about damaging your wall, then go ahead and put it. But every single time that this little tubers of the root system get close to the wall, they're definitely going to get attached very, very intense, and they can damage your wall. Us, we have had this plant for years and years. No issue at all because I do not have it touching the wall at all. So no touching of the wall. So as long as you don't have it touching the wall, she's doing great. And I did a video of our pothos plant so you can see more of how to propagate it, how to care for her if you want to enjoy more. And we have some of the divisions over here for our pothos, which are so great for people when they come to visit. So they can always take a pothos plant to go if they want to, because this plant just keeps on giving. Now we're gonna go into the other two rooms, and then we can go downstairs to finish with the plant tour. This one a lot. We have 3 different asparagus ferns in here. This is the plumosa, which you can see that she looks like a feather-like, and she is also a vine, which actually, if you want to learn how to you can create your own trellis using just a hanger, because this circle that you see over here, this ring that you can see over here, it was something that I actually created with a hanger, a clothing hanger, and we give it shape, and it's super easy. Do it yourself at home. I love this plant because of the meaning behind it for me, because this was actually a plant that was on the wedding, in the wedding of my mom. My mom had this plant in all her display and everything, and so it reminds me a lot of my mom and my father always. And so I have it right where you walk up the steps. So this is the first thing that you see when you're going up, which is more intimate, because this is the second level, you know, where we have the rooms. So we don't expect people to be here, only for people that are like family members. So this would be the more intimate. So the first room that the first plant that you're actually seeing and welcoming you is actually a plant that has a really intense meaning for me, especially because it's the plant of my mom and my father wedding. And then of course I love the circle because it's like the circle of life, you know, that you always, everything keeps on evolution and all that kind of stuff. So it has a lot of meaning. So, and then one of the things with this plant, you have seen that many of the plants I forget to water them because you get busy or whatever, but this plant forces me to water her, because this plant, in order for you to keep this nice luscious looking plant that you see it right now, is because I water her almost every single day, because she loves water. And if you don't water her, she will let you know immediately. She will start having her leaves start immediately getting like, you know, scorched and yellowish, and it starts falling off. And this plant is the type of plant that if you let it dry, you don't want that, because then the little leaves are gonna get attached to everything, the carpet, your shirt, whatever, and it's so itchy because she's so tiny, the leaves are so tiny. So it's a great reminder that anything that you love, you really have to water it and take really good care of it. So it has a lot of meanings, at least for me, and a lot of lessons in life. So yeah, this is a great plant to have at your home if you're really gonna be taking care of it, because this one requires a lot of attention. So this is the circle that we created with the hanger. And also, tip and trick, you can see over here that the bottom of this, I couldn't find then the lid for the pot that I was using. And so I am actually using this lid from one of the baking dishes or whatever that I have from downstairs in the kitchen. You can use whatever you have, and it will be great for growing plants. Over here in this side, we have Petra. Yes, that's her actual name, Petra. So Petra is beautiful. She can actually be in different colors, but because in here she doesn't get that much sunlight because she's in a north-facing window, she is all green. But if she were to actually get a lot of sunlight, then it would be more darker green, like in here, and it would have some colors of red and a little bit more yellowish. But hopefully someday we will actually move her into a spot that she gets more color. You can see over here she gets a little bit of that reddish in the center. But yeah, she can grow really, really big. Look at that leaf, how big she is. So, and this was actually a little tiny plant that it was given to us by my aunt, Cecilia. So she actually gave us a tiny little plant, and now she is growing so big. Look at this. Woohoo! lots of growth growing in there. So I'm so happy. Hopefully the goal is for her to actually take over this side. So she will be growing really big, at least 9 to 10 feet more or less. And she grows really abundantly. So hopefully she will take over all of this over here. Now we're going into the cat room. So first thing is Isabela over there. Isha de mama, Isha de mama, Isha de mama. I love you, Isha. I love you, mama preciosa. Mama preciosa, mama preciosa. Isa, Isa linda, Isa bella, Isa de mama. Isa linda, Isa bella, Isa de mama. I love you, Isa. Here we have one of our Dracaena plants. The Dracaena plants, I mean, you can just let her be and she can just survive. It doesn't matter what element. This thing, we have had it for many, many years, and she should have actually been right now very, very big. But that one over there, Isabela, I don't know why, but she was obsessed with this plant and she was scraping the whole time. And I don't know how this one still survived, because she scraped so much this plant. And there were at least 3 different ones. There were at least 3 of this coming out different ways. And 2 of them died and only 1 survived. But that Isabela was scratching it nonstop. And she usually doesn't do that. She usually just leaves the plants, no issue at all. We have 3 cats over here, no issue with the plants. If you wonder what have we done that it actually helps for the cats not to be touching the plants, since the moment that we got them, the moment that we see that they're curious about the plant, we firmly told them no. We have also put in the pot itself, if I see them that they jump into the pot, we put then spiky plants, so you can put like leaves that have fallen, and especially from the holly bushes outside that are more spiky, then put it there, so they're definitely not gonna be jumping in there. Or you can put aluminum foil in there, or you can also spray the cat directly. But for our cats, just by saying them no a few times, either putting the paper foil, that we had to do that a few times with this one over here, and also spraying them, that's good. Also, we have purchased before, which I need to purchase more, the cat grass. So Isabella loves to eat cat grass, so we buy them cat grass in little candy kits, and then she eats that plant and she's super happy. But she eats so much of it that we need to continuously be making more and making more. So I need to have like a huge tray of cat grass for her to be happy, because she eats it super quickly. Right, Isa? Oh, Dios mío. Oh, Dios mío. Oh, Dios mío. Oh, you're so good. 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 Hi, Isa. You're so beautiful. A dormir, a soñar. Es la hora de descansar. Isabela va a dormir. Isabela va a soñar. La, 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 that was actually a lullaby that my mom used to sing to me, and then we started also sharing it with the cats, and so we just changed the name of the cat and they love it. I love you. I love you so much. I love you so. we have over here the gold dust plant. She does like somebody sprinkle with a spray a whole bunch of little white spots that are more like golden looking when you have more sunlight, but because in here she has only indirect sunlight, she still looks really dark green. I mean, and it's like plastic. It's amazing. So I love anytime that I see plants that the leaf, you touch it and it's so hard, the leaf so like plastic looking and is strong. It always amazes me how the plant is able to do that. And then this plant, I have never grown this plant. I have had it now, I would say, for 2 to 3 years, and she's doing fantastic. But I wonder how big she's gonna get and how, you know, how much am I gonna get of it. And eventually I would like to then divide it and have many of them, because she is really pretty. In one of the room upstairs, we also have then 2 of the asparagus. Remember that I showed you the asparagus fern that was the plumosa, looks like feather-like. And now this is the asparagus fern springieri, where we have then 2 on each side of the bed. And you can see that the plants are actually also with a trellis like a heart shape, and that was actually something that I created as well, which I'll put again every video that I'm mentioning. I'm gonna put it in the description down below, so you can actually then enjoy them. And if you want to then also recreate the doing the little heart shape, then you can actually do that as well, which is a great gift also then to share with somebody else, especially now, Mother's Day, Father's Day later on. You can actually do that with just a hanger that you have at home and some plants. So this is the asparagus springieri. So beautiful. Again, it's another vine. She is really pretty. I love her. And again, the little heart shape that we did. Again, the asparagus springieri, and in there a bigger heart shape that we did. Over here in the dining room, we have then the Dracaena fragrance. So you can actually check out the Dracaena's video if you like to then see more about the plants. This is a very easy plant to also then take care of it. So if you're looking then for a plant that you don't need to actually take care of it at all, it just takes care of herself, then the Dracaena fragrance is a really great plant. You can see that she has already like that round shape, and then you see the leaves are really long and glossy. And people always think that she's a fake plant because she looks so plastic, and then the different colors of greens that you have is so beautiful to see those nice vertical lines, so even. It's just amazing. It looks like somebody just took and just painted it, you know? God painting nature is beautiful. Here we have another one of our Strelitzia reginae. I do need to prune some of those leaves, cut them out because they're falling and they need to be cut and pruned. I will do that later. And then you see that in the table also over here, I have some of the orchids. I was going to say orquídeas en español. The orchids, and just like the orchid that I was mentioning before, that I like to have the orchids in a crystal jar or a transparent jar, because you can actually see the actual root system, if it's gonna be then still dark green, if it's gonna be still healthy, and if it is drying out, then that tells you that you need to actually add water. So that's why I have them then in that crystal jar. So I have all of the orchids are always in a crystal jar. Friend Sebas, he gave us this beautiful succulent plant, which is just so magnificent. This is a more endemic from Africa plant. I have not done a video of her, but she gives us this beautiful tiny flowers in spring. It's so beautiful. And in here she has indirect sunlight. I might be moving her for an area that she has more of the direct sunlight, because if she were in direct sunlight, she would definitely be blooming way more and she will be doing more fantastic. But I mean, it's a succulent, so you don't have to worry so much about it. And she's doing great in here. She's still really dark green, so doing fantastic. But of course, I know that she can do way more better if I had her in an area that has more sunlight. So I will be moving her eventually also to an area that has more sunlight. So for the giant bird of paradise, we have done a few videos. So if you want to enjoy the giant bird of paradise and the process of how she has been growing, there's a video already of the giant bird of paradise. As we make our way downstairs, then we see over here that we have our Syngonium plant, which I have done a video of her before. She is an arrowhead plant. She looks more like a heart for me, but it's also called the arrowhead plant. So I mean, she's so gorgeous, super beautiful. And we have her here as a centerpiece. There's Cordelia. Look at Cordelia, look at Cordelia. Cordelia, I see you, sneaky girl. I see you, baby girl. So cute. And then we have over here, we have another one of the rose apple trees, pumarosa, growing over there, which we had one in the conservatory, and then the other one is over here. This is one of the things that I was mentioning, that whenever you have a cat, that if you don't want it to actually go into your pot, then you can just put any extra branches, any extra leaves that you have, and just throw it in there, and that way then the cat is not gonna jump in your pot. So that's exactly what we did in here. For whatever reason, the cats like to go in here, and so we put it any extra branches, and that deters the cat from going in there, and we have had no issue. And here we are in the sunroom, and in the sunroom we have growing a vine of the passion fruit, which is smaller than the other passion fruit, the original, which I'm going to show you now. But in here in the sunroom, I was like, I really want to grow another passion fruit, because I love the vines of passion fruit, how beautiful they look, and I enjoy and love so much the benefits and the flavor of the actual passion fruit. So we grow it in here because it looks beautiful, and also then for the benefits that it has. But the great thing about the vine, and I need to make a video of it, but the great thing of the vine, because you have seen that we have in here the Monstera vine, we have then the potos vine, we have also the asparagus vine, and plumosa or springeri. So there's a lot of different vines. Also the arrowhead, I think, is considered also a vine. So there's a lot of different vines in here, but all of them, I have been telling you, keep them away from the walls because it damages the wall, right? Unless you don't care, just put it against the wall. But this one, you don't have to worry. You don't have to worry about it. This one, you can grow anywhere, you know, against any wall, and you don't have to worry that it will damage your wall at all. Even if it has a little bit of glue that from the little leaves itself, that it does give you like a little like glue consistency sometimes. You just clean it, wipe it out, and that's it. It never actually attaches to the wall in such a way that it can damage the painting. It's amazing. It's amazing. That's why I wanted to grow it everywhere. I want to grow the passion fruit plant everywhere. It's just fantastic. Look at this. We finally are gonna be having flowers and blooms for the passion fruit plant. So that means that we're definitely gonna be having then some fruits. Praise be to God. Finally, we're gonna be having the flower, yes, which is one of my favorite flowers ever. And we're gonna be having our fruits, yeah. Over here we have our avocado tree, and this is one of many avocado trees. This is one, this is another one. We have given a few avocado trees away. The society garlic, so we love to grow and eat society garlic. I have made a video of society garlic. It tastes exactly like garlic, a little bit more mild, and it's just amazing. It's so great to use it. It's amazing to grow this at home. So we grow this at home, and we do eat this a lot, almost every single day whenever we're cooking. And I'm growing also over there some of the peppers as well. And then over there we have also growing the aloe vera. So this is another third aloe vera, because we have 2 aloe veras growing in the office. And then you see that there's the vine then for the passion fruit. So beautiful. Those are the peppers. That's the society garlic. Avocado tree, beautiful aloe vera, and this is another of the montauk daisy in water, which I need to change that water, but this proves that you can grow montauk daisy in water and directly then by cuttings put it in the soil, which is what I wanted to test. Oh my God, look at her, look at this, more flowers. I'm so excited. And then over here, you see back again a branch of a tree that has fallen that I just put it against the wall. So again, you don't need to be buying anything fancy to put your vines. It's just things that you have around you. Just recycle it. And then this is just a curtain rod that I'm using then to actually keep the vine connected But look how beautiful she is. She's so cute. She's so pretty. Look at that curly hair that she gets. Look at that beautiful mama. She's so beautiful. Yes. Look how gorgeous she is. And then look at this thickness that she's getting now. Look at that vine. You got it, girl. Look at that curly. So cute, so cute. There's so many details in the plants. I mean, when you look at it, the different colors, the different shape. Look at that. So beautiful. In the center over here, I had some cuttings that I had from the arborvitae, and I had them in water. So I just kept them there in water to see if it gives me any roots, because they're so, you know, so luscious, still so green. So I think that I'm gonna leave it there until if it dries out. If not, then I'm gonna have then some divisions, which is what I want, to have some divisions from the arborvitae. And here I have the black coral colocasia esculenta. I did a video of her. This is actually a baby of the first one that I did, because I put it outside. She went through a period of stress. Then I got one of the babies that I thank God that I always collect babies and propagate them. And I put them then in here because she really, 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 really likes water. So you know me, sometimes I water them, sometimes I'm busy. And so I put it in this jar, and as long as she has all the water all the way to the top, that's how I found out that she is able then to be happy. But this plant, she really thrives in environments that are full of water, like near lakes and places that have a lot of water. So if you're gonna have this plant, make sure that she has a lot of water. I have a video already of her, and you can see that in here she's finally thriving, and finally she's doing so well. It's all plasticky, all soft, all gray. There's a new leaf coming out over here. There's more leaves over there. There's another leaf over here. It's all black because of course she's getting a good amount of sunlight in here. So this is a perfect spot. It took me a while until we find a perfect spot for her. And of course that she needs so much water. So having this jar is the best thing ever. And look who we have here. Cordelia, 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 Cordelia. Over here we have the big, gigantic passion fruit plant. I mean, she is fantastic. I love her so much. As I mentioned, the passion fruit plant, the vine is just so beautiful. I find her so whimsical, so amazing. It's just so wonderful. And I actually nicknamed this as my sister, Rumi, which I love her so much. So of course she has to be the center of the house, since the moment that you walk in, either from the front door, or you're walking then to the kitchen, or you're walking to the sunroom, or you are in the grand room, you always see Rumi. You always see then that passion fruit plant. She's always the center of the house, and she is taking, I want her to take over the whole railing and then have all of this, and it would be just so fantastic if I could have then some of that passion fruit coming out and see the flowers, which the flowers are just amazing. But in the meantime, I get to enjoy the leaves a lot. I love the shape, the colors, the texture, and as I mentioned, it doesn't damage the walls. So that's why I have her attached to the walls. I have them close to the railings. I have them everywhere. I mean, every now and then she dries up, and I have to clean her up, and I have to vacuum around her because the leaf fall, that's normal. And so she has some shedding every now and then, and I don't have to worry about it because it doesn't damage the wall at all. We have had it now for 4 years in the same spot, and I'm telling you, not even hint of damaging the wall or nothing. So if you want to have a vine that is very whimsical and it doesn't damage your home, a passion fruit plant is what you should get. Go Cordelia! Go Cordelia! Over here you also have Cordelia over there. Over here you also have another avocado tree, which she was fantastically amazing, but she went through a period of stress because I moved her from one pot to another, and when that happened, then it lost all the different, you know, leaves, but there's a lot of leaves coming up, really tiny leaves coming up. And funny thing, you know, as I mentioned, I always give a name to some of the plants, and from all of the plants that are doing so fantastic, when she was doing great, you know, the plant calls me, and I call her actually Yali. So this is the only plant that it has my name. And she is the one that is going to the most stress. But of course, if you look at it, you know, one of the things I'm super proud of her is that this avocado tree, the trunk is really thick. It takes so long for that plant to actually have a trunk like this. So I know that she has a strong foundation, and I know that she is going to give me great, great, great different, you know, branches and everything. I just need to be a little bit more patient because I can see a lot of new growth growing in there. So Yali's coming strong. Look at that trunk. It's so cool. And this again was an avocado tree that we were growing from seed. So if you want to know how to grow an avocado tree, then you can actually check the avocado tree, how we grew it from seed. And look at the little tiny leaves now coming up. So we have tiny little leaves coming out that are gonna be giving us new branches and new growth. So I know that she's coming strong. And we have Cordelia. Cordelia, say hello. Hi, all the way up there. Hi, Queen. Hi, Queen. Cordelia. Say hi, hi, hi. Hi, hi, hi. Hi. Yeah, I like to be there up in the air so nobody can bother me because I'm the queen. And I just like to watch everybody, right, Cordelia? You just like to watch everybody? Yep. She loves her cat tree. And again, this is just a whole bunch of just branches that I got falling from trees outside, and just using any zip ties or anything, you know, any tiny little metal wire to tie it up. We put some Christmas lights over there that we keep all year long. And look at her. I mean, I love her. She is so whimsical. Really, really it gives a lot of life to the house. And it's so cool because when you're passing them through the hallway, you know, it's like, you know, you have like this little tiny hole that you're like a secret path. So that's the front door. And when you're coming in, you see that whimsical, that room is over there, giving you the welcoming. And then you see that you have then all the plant going all the way up. And so the goal is to take then all of that over there and then to be falling over here as well. So pretty cool. Here we go. Cutesy, cutesy, cutesy. Let's go in the other direction. You see then the tree over there, which is not a tree, it's a vine, but it's all entangled in this branches that makes it look like if it was a tree, but it's not a tree. It's just a whole bunch of vines of this plant all interlaced in this fallen tree. Isn't that so cool? I love her. We have been enjoying the beautiful plant, and it grows really fast. If you want to know more about the Strelitzia plant, the bird of paradise plants, I love them so much. So we have a whole playlist only of the bird of paradise, so you can actually then compare them. The Strelitzia Nicolai, the Strelitzia Regina, there's way more Strelitzias, but those are the ones that are I am the most familiar with because I have been growing them for many years. So I'm telling you and giving you all my tips and tricks with all of those videos, so you can check them out. And you can see how beautiful, isn't she so cute? She makes me so happy. Oh, and I forgot to mention this one over here, which we have it right at the bottom of the giant bird of paradise, which in here I might definitely change her. This is the peperonia. This peperonia, it looks like the pepperonis, and she is in here. You know, she was doing great, she was doing good, and she gets a good enough sunlight. I don't know why she's still so light color. I think it's because they're fighting for the water, because this one drinks a lot of water. So I definitely am going to change her then to another spot in a pot that she's by herself, so that they're not competing anymore for water. But I see that there's a lot of babies of the peperonia coming up, which are so beautiful. And she definitely is growing so pretty. And I need to give her some support in here because this one is definitely growing pretty long, and she can get really, really long, very long. So, but look at this huge leaves of this amazing giant bird of paradise. They're gigantic. And there's more. We reach almost to the ceiling. Yay! So exciting. Our Norfolk pine tree, we got it a while ago and we purchased it for Christmas. You know, this is a tree that commonly you're gonna be seeing that they're selling it in Christmas. And she was more tiny. And then, but I did a video for you guys of how you can divide it and whatever. And so we divided it, we give some away, and then we kept one. And she is growing so fantastic, as you can see. And so the goal is to have it like really, 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 really big, the tree, that this is gonna be then our actual Christmas tree all year long. And this one I nicknamed her Isabela, and then the giant bird of paradise I nicknamed her Cordelia, which I forgot to say that. And then, but in here, this plant, there's many plants that drive me to like touch them. I don't know why, I just like touching it, which full disclaimer, you know, I am not in here to tell you to touch plants, so please be very careful. Then and I am in here not telling you to do anything that you should not be doing, so I'm just telling you what I like to do. But please, I am not advising you to do nothing. If you like to recreate something that I'm saying here, it is up to you to recreate it, and Jai's community is not responsible for anything that you recreate. So anyways, for this this plant, I don't know why, I like to touch her a lot. So plants, as you have seen in the video, and as I talk to you, I realize a lot that I know that I love plants, but the plants actually make the house more homey for me. That the plants also have different meanings as well. Just like I told you, the one for the wedding of my mom. Some of them are very exciting, like the rumi, that are like in the center, you know. Some of them have different textures, like this one that makes me want to just, you know, hug her all the time and touch her. I don't know why. And I think it's because of the name also, that because Isabela is like that. She wants to be held and she likes to be hugged all the time. So I don't know if it is, I don't know, but the texture of this is really soft, really great, which of course, if it's not soft like this, then that means that the plant needs water, because this plant likes water. So, but whenever she's watered well, you touch her and she's super soft. She looks spiky, but she's not spiky. I mean, it's incredible. Look at that. So soft. Super beautiful. And there's new growth in here in the center. And still, even though that she looks all spiky, it's soft. If you touch this plant and it feels hard and it's pokey and it's not soft, then that means that you need to water that plant. We got over here another one of the pothos plant, and this was also again one of the divisions from the pothos plant upstairs in the room. And so she is growing over here, super cutesy, and it gives a little bit of life then to the decor. Cordelia, say hello. Cordelia, say hello. 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 And now the last room downstairs, where we see another CC plant. So we have CC plant in here, CC plant in our bedroom, and I have a division also over here. So let me show you then the last division. And so look, we have some roots growing. Yay! Literally just take one of those leaves and just put it in water, leave it there for months, and then it will give you then a few root system. Once you have a good enough root system, just plant it in a pot. And then we have our lucky bamboo that has been with us for years and years and years. And he has gone to some stress. I need to water it a little bit more. Yes, I can see that's a little bit dry.